Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021 Business Achievement Awards. This evening's event would not be possible without the continued support of our generous sponsors. Vice President of Commercial Banking at RBC Royal Bank and this evening's co-principal sponsor, Linda Slitz. David Lyons, Partner, Learners LLP, co-principal sponsor. The President and Chief Operating Officer at Canada Life, our Corporate Responsibility Award sponsor, Jeff McCowan. Heather Wright, Partner, Business Tax Services, EY LLP, tonight's Corporate Icon Award sponsor. Our Environmental Leadership Award sponsor, Alex Martel, General Manager, Labatt Brewery, London. Beth Nelligan, Associate Group Lead, Southwest Ontario, Commercial Banking at Scotiabank, this evening's Manufacturing Award sponsor. Director of Agri-Food, The Grove at Western Fair District, and our Agribusiness Award sponsor, James Smith. Vanessa Newcomb, Chapter Chair, Human Resources Professionals Associations, London and District Chapter. City Manager, Corporation of the City of London, Lynn Livingstone. Ed Holder, Mayor, the City of London. Dinesh Sharma, CEO, London Hydro. Alexandra Webb, Operations Manager at McCabe Promotional. Mandy Fields, Associate Manager, Brand Partnerships at Bell Media. Chris Dowding, Partner, MNP. Tim Cox, Tax Director at PricewaterhouseCoopers, LLP. Peter McMahon, Director, North American Field Sales at StarTech.com. Vijay Lakshmikanthan, CEO at Starlink. Also attending this evening are Ian Jeffries, President of the London Chamber of Commerce and Office Managing Partner, KPMG LLP. President-elect, London Chamber of Commerce and Regional Construction Manager, Southwest Enbridge Gas Inc., James Whitaker. And to begin this year's event, please welcome John Fife Miller, Chair of the Business Achievement Awards Committee and President of LBF Group.
Finally, we're here. Welcome to the 2021 London Business Achievement Award Gala. I am so honored to be here this evening. And for those wondering, no, I am not Jerry McCartney. Nor am I the new Chamber CEO, Graham Henderson, who's getting his first taste of what the best business awards event in the country looks like. My name is John Fife Miller. I am the chair for this year's BAAs and your host for this evening. The London Chamber of Commerce has proudly hosted this prestigious event for 38 years, and because of you, it has become one of the largest events of its kind in Canada. Kudos to all those involved, both staff and volunteers, who had the vision and put in the hard work to make this event a phenomenal success that it is today. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the team who worked tirelessly to create the event this year. A huge thanks to Brian Costigan, Betty Holmes, Alan Matenda, Vanessa Newcomb, Kate Rhodes, Peter Richard, and Chris Waugh for their outstanding contributions. And with that, I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our fearless leader, Julia Cunningham from the Chamber, who always kept us on the straight and narrow. It was a great group to work with. We recognize that tonight's event simply could not have happened without your support, our nominators, our hundreds of outstanding nominees, our generous sponsors, which I will thank in just a moment, and critically our judges. And speaking of the judges and the judging process, there are a few words that come to mind. They're the unsung heroes of this event. They contribute their time, their expertise, and their objectivity to make the finalist selection a rigorous process that is above reproach. Hands down, we have the most fair, most scrutinized judging process of any awards you will find. We are so grateful for their time, their dedication to the process, and their vast experience and the great care they take to preserve the integrity of these awards through the rigor of that professionalism. So please, if they would stand, the judges in the room, and let's give them a hand. And it goes without saying that this gala would not be possible without the continued generous support from our sponsors, who are giving of their money, their time, and in many cases, their personal help to make this event a success. Now I'll do my Jerry thing, and I'm going to tell you I'll read through the whole list, and at the end, we will make one big thunderous clap. So for our gold sponsors, Canada Life, EY, Labatt Brewery London, Scotiabank, and Western Fair District. Our silver sponsors, London Hydro, the City of London, McCabe Promotional, and the Human Resource Professionals Association, London and District Chapter. Our bronze sponsors, Bell Canada, MMP, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Starlam North America, and StarTech.com. Our media sponsor, Business London. Our design and print sponsor, LBF Group. Our staging contractor, Encore. Our brilliant video producers, Wizards of Video. And certainly last but not least, our co-principal sponsors of tonight's event, and we could not do this without them, RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, and Learners LLP. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all show our gratitude with them for their support for this event. And now, representing our co-principal sponsors, RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, please welcome Linda Slitz, and from Learners LLP, David Lyons.
Thank you, John, for that kind introduction. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of RBC this evening. As John mentioned, my name is Linda Slitz, and I'm proud to be the Vice President, Commercial Financial Services of London and St. Thomas. We're so proud to have a long and rich history supporting the Business Achievement Awards for over 25 years. This year, in particular, is special as we're sharing the principal sponsorship with Learners, and David Lyons and the Learners team. We always appreciate when we can collaborate together, and we're proud to present the awards together for the next few years. Our partnership with the London Chamber is deeply rooted in our collective desire to support local businesses and drive growth, innovation, and development of our local economy. In my role at RBC, I've had the opportunity to speak to many of our region's business owners, entrepreneurs, and community members as we all manage through these challenging times. And although each of their journeys through this pandemic have been different, they all share an incredible capacity for adaptability, optimism, ingenuity in the face of adversity. Many leaders and business owners have seen this adversity as an opportunity to reimagine their businesses and are now on the path to recovery. But for small and local businesses, the journey has been particularly difficult. The businesses that make up Canada's main streets have faced a constantly shifting environment, financial hardships, and increasing uncertainty since the early days of this pandemic. That's why events like this one are so important, to rally around our local and small businesses and recognize their achievements and contributions to our community. By helping local businesses, we can come together through this stronger than ever and help Canada turn the corner into economic recovery. At RBC, we recognize and appreciate that there are still challenges ahead for you, our business community, and for our country, and we're committed to help. We will continue to be there with advice, care, and resources that go beyond the traditional banking to help our businesses and communities adapt and grow in this new environment. I want to express my sincere congratulations to all of the nominees this evening. You should be so proud of your resilience, strength, and determination that have earned you a place amongst your peers. And I know personally, I'm truly inspired by you. Each of you have made such an incredible impact on our local economy and the people of this community. So before I hand things over to David, I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge, just like John did, the Chamber and the Planning and Awards Committees, including Brian Costigan and Alan Matanda from my team. These groups have been planning the BAAs during these uncertain and evolving times, and that hasn't been an easy feat. We are so grateful for your efforts in ensuring this important night for the London business community is a great success. With that, I'll pass the floor over to David. Congratulations again to this year's nominees.
Thanks, Linda. Good evening. This past year and a half has been challenging for all of us, and we know that many in London have had to deal with challenges in their businesses far beyond what anyone anticipated. We have seen some businesses close, some adapt, and some pivot to find a new way of operating in an uncharted world. That's why this year's Business Achievement Awards are truly a credit to all of the businesses that continue to persevere, innovate, and make life in London better. Learners is pleased to join our friends and colleagues at RBC Royal Bank as a principal sponsor of the 2021 London Chamber of Commerce Business Achievement Awards. Every day, we have the honor and pleasure of working with businesses from across our city, and we're so grateful for the trust and confidence of our clients and business partners like RBC. This confidence has allowed Learners to become one of Southwestern Ontario's largest law firms with offices in London, Toronto, Strathroy, Kitchener-Waterloo, and Owen Sound. Ours is a history of 90 years of successful client service, and it's my honor to be representing the over 120 lawyers and 425 firm members in congratulating all of tonight's nominees and award recipients on their achievements. We recognize that your efforts and sacrifices in business contribute to the growth and betterment of our community, and for that, we are extremely grateful. Thank you, and enjoy the evening.
Whether you have a business opportunity or challenge, need help after an accident, or are dealing with a family matter, a Learner's Lawyer will be there for you. With over 90 years of successful client service and more than 120 lawyers strong, we have an uncompromising commitment to serving your interests and ensuring a successful outcome. Your interests are our priority.
Ladies and gentlemen, to bring formal greetings from the City of London, please welcome Mayor Ed Holder.
Well, thank you very much, friends all and ladies and gentlemen. So you just saw the little placement piece for RBC and the Run for Children's Hospital here in London. And I said to Linda, whom you just met, I said, perhaps we could run together. And she laughed a lot. I don't know what that means, but I think she thinks she might outpace me and perhaps even actually finish the run. But Linda, thanks very much for the kind vote of confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I'm here with Councillor Anna Hopkins, Councillor Maureen Cassidy, our City Manager, Lynn Livingston, and other members of our civic community to sincerely bring welcome to all of you. It's not so long ago, actually it was a long time ago, when I was president of this Chamber of Commerce, and I had the privilege to be here and welcome all of you. It was actually pre-McCartney. That's how far back that goes. And we didn't have this dais up here, which was quite vaulted, and you all look so small, and we felt so much more significant here. But it feels pretty good, I won't lie. And perhaps more importantly, you know what is really important about this is that we're together. We've been through so much together, all of us, in terms of this pandemic, and it feels like forever. I mean, I keep this mask on the link here so I don't lose it, but honestly, we've all been through so much. And I get a chance to say to all of you, for your resilience, for your perseverance, for your commitment to your staff, to our community, to your business, thank you. It really does matter what you've all done. I also get to say thank you and congratulations to the businesses who we're recognizing tonight, all of you nominated, because you're all champions of business here in London. I will tell you, in the old days, my firm, Stevenson & Hunt, was nominated 3 times. The last time our law firm took us out, and they won. Not that I'm bitter, but we changed law firms. We did not. But here's what I appreciate. I appreciate that truly all of you, you represent the epitome of entrepreneurial spirit, not just here in London, but in our country. You're the risk takers. And you know what risk takers are? You're the backbone of our economy. And you know, for the last year and a half, I'm sure, as we recognize the onset of the pandemic, I know that the backbone of our community has been strained and tested like never before. Battered and bruised are gentle words, it seems. But you know, you're tough. And as I said earlier, you're resilient. I did an interview earlier today, and they said, what are the key things to success? I said, I can't pretend to imagine what that answer is. But part of it is persistence, part of it's determination, and that's what you represent. Did you know that London's economy in the last 15 months is the hottest economy anywhere in Ontario? In fact, pre-pandemic, we were the second fastest growing economy in the country. According to StatsCan, August marked the 15th month in a row where London had net monthly job gains, to the point where we have presided over some 50,000 net new jobs over this last 15 months. That's not the government doing it, that's all of you. And I say congratulations to you. You know, it feels a bit remarkable that we have more people working today in London than we did prior to the onset of this pandemic. And it's why the talent in this room and the commitment you all make. And you know what you do. And I'm not sure that all of us in London would look to any one of your firms and say, thank God you're here, and you know, here's what you represent. But you know what you represent in our community and for our economy and for the individuals. You know, we were talking at our table earlier about when we used to, in government, make these big financial announcements. We'd do so many millions here, so many millions there. It's not about that. It's about impact on people. But that's what you do. What you do is you make impact on people. You give your staff confidence. You give them the opportunity to grow. And it's often said that we do not celebrate our successes sufficiently here in London, but I know that by you being here tonight, you know what that represents? It represents that notion is totally wrong. Did you know that London has had more winners at the Provincial Chamber Business Awards than any other city in Ontario since its inception? That's not a surprise. That's actually an acknowledgement of what you do. And I sincerely believe that when business succeeds, we all succeed. My dear close friend and past Chamber President, Wayne Dunn, when he and I started the Business Cares food drive, it feels like so many years ago, we decided to create a motto. And you know what that said? It said taking care of business means taking care of people. But that's what you do. You take care of people every day because you have a vested interest in their welfare. And what we hope and expect is that those members of our staff have a vested interest in what we're doing. And it's a very symbiotic relationship. So let me say thanks. Thanks for what you do and for taking care of Londoners as thoughtfully and as caring as you do. And on behalf of London City Council, with Anna, Maureen, Lynn here tonight, for all our city staff who are here, please accept my heartfelt thanks. Accept my gratitude for the work you do in growing our economy, along with the opportunities that you provide for individuals to grow. All of you, whether you were nominated or not, matter to our city. You make a tremendous difference. And let me say, on behalf of our City Council, how much we sincerely appreciate what you do. I wish you a really amazing evening. My sincere best, but perhaps most of all, thank you for caring as much as you do.
To offer background on the Chamber's Corporate Icon Award, welcome to the podium the President of the London Chamber's Board of Directors, Mr. Ian Jeffries.
Good evening, and thank you, everybody. The London Chamber's Board of Directors is indeed proud to present our Corporate Icon Award to a corporation that has demonstrated excellence or achievement in business, making either an immediate impact on or a substantial long-term contribution to the economic progress of our community. Previous winners in this category read like a veritable who's who of corporate Canada. They include such iconic giants as Ellis Don, Trudel Medical, Labatt Breweries, Sifton Properties, General Dynamics Land Systems Canada, London Life, 3M Canada, TD Bank, Good Life Fitness, Libro Credit Union, McCormick Canada, Jones Packaging, StarTech.com, and Trojan Technologies. This year's selection is indeed a great company and is an icon in its own right. Our Board of Directors is again extremely proud of this year's Icon Award recipient, and let's watch the video.
In 1997, Joel McLean launched the Infotech Research Group with the conviction that IT departments need pragmatic guidance to solve real-world problems and achieve their business objectives. Today, Infotech has become Canada's flagship IT research and advisory firm with over 40,000 members globally. They began by offering research briefs and solutions, bridging the gap between business and IT, then launched consulting and advisory services in the early 2000s. And in 2010, McLean & Company was born as a global human resources research and advisory firm. Member services such as workshops and the research-based diagnostics enable members to develop data-driven IT strategies. These led to their next phase of growth, developing industry-specific expertise and research, and a recent launch of the world's first Sports and Entertainment Research Center. Today, Infotech serves members across markets, including government, financial services, education, healthcare, manufacturing, retail and wholesale, and gaming and hospitality, with more than 700 employees in offices in London, Toronto, Las Vegas, and Sydney, Australia. They support university graduates here in London through their hiring partnership with Western University and continue to deepen their London roots by investing in a 70,000 square foot headquarters on Rideout Street in renovated heritage buildings. Their leadership team fosters a culture of community, unified by their goal of growing IT's value to business, fueling research improvement and innovation. It's no wonder Infotech's COVID-19 Research Center was featured in Forbes and is now widely regarded as the go-to resource, helping IT professionals lead the way during the pandemic. Infotech Research Group, a deserving recipient of the 2021 London Chamber of Commerce Corporate Icon Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present this year's Corporate Icon Award, please welcome from EY LLP, Heather Wright.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to introduce this year's Board of Directors Corporate Icon Award recipient on behalf of EY. Events such as this align with the mission and guiding principles of our organization by esteeming the highest standards of quality and encouraging continuous improvement by promoting professional excellence in the business community of London, Ontario. Ladies and gentlemen, the video gave us a closer look into tonight's Corporate Icon Award recipient. As well, London Business Magazine has also done a terrific job highlighting their accomplishments. And I will simply add that at EY, we are very proud of Infotech Research Group, their accomplishments, and I know that you are too. Let me close by saying thank you once again for this great opportunity to recognize another remarkable London icon.
To receive the corporate icon on behalf of Infotech Research Group, help me welcome to the podium the President, Joel McLean.
Sorry, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes, sure. Okay, let's hold the award. Stand in the middle, take the picture. This is what I'm doing. It's fine. No problem. Thank you. Set that down there and hope that's not a, yeah, I think that's, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Thank you. Honestly, it's amazingly appreciated. London's been my home for close to 30 years. Started in Infotech 24 years ago. And look, I loved it here. It's my home. I love this place. I am not surprised, knowing it as well as I do, that you're able to build a global technology HR advisory firm from here. Given the talent of the people, given the resources in our community, honestly, the entire time, from 24 years to now, there was never a point where I really thought I had to be somewhere else other than here. So thank you, London. It's greatly appreciated. I'd like to thank the Chamber for bringing us together. I honestly look forward to this event every year. I think it's amazing that the Chamber does such a good job to bring us together, to build community, to connect us. And so hats off to the Chamber and the work they do for all of us that have businesses here. Thank you, London. I believe the talent level here in the city is world class. You can build a firm entirely based on the people and the incredible talent that are available here. I love living here. I love the community. I felt so lucky to be in London over the last year and a half when things were hard. It's a great community to live in. So very appreciative of that. Look forward to being here forever, and look forward to continuing to work with this amazing community. Thank you, London. Gavin, you want to?
My name is Davin Usala. Joel and I have worked together built this company for 22 years, and he just asked me to say a few words. Partners in Infotech for the last 22 years, and just wanted to also say how proud we are, to be from London, to be headquartered here On behalf of the team that we brought today, as well as the 780 staff that we have worldwide, we have offices in Vegas, we have offices in Australia, and we are fortunate to work with some of the smartest, most dedicated, driven people. And really it all comes back to the culture that's set by Joel, but really embodied by the dedicated team that we have. And so we're very thankful. We're very appreciative of the award. We love London. It's a great place to build a business for those smaller companies that are on their way up. We were there once. We're proud to be where we are, and we're going to continue to grow. And so thank you very much. We very much appreciate the recognition tonight. Thank you.
The Agribusiness of the Year Award recognizes one local business that has demonstrated considerable achievement in the agribusiness sector across several areas of concentration. Solio Agriculture and Whitecrest Mushrooms are our finalists this year.
Ontario Grain is able to set itself apart in three ways: infrastructure, employees, and access to markets. We have a network of elevators across Ontario. This provides access to 2,500 growers to bring their grain during harvest periods. 500 of those growers are in the London, Ontario market alone. Those elevators are connected with the export positions that we have through Sarnia, Oshawa, and Prescott, where we have export facilities that are able to move grain up to St. Lawrence and into international markets. Secondly is our employees. We take pride in our employees. They are our number one asset. We train and develop them to read markets and provide profitable marketing opportunities to our growers. Growers need to maximize the profits on their acres to sustain their business. We are particularly proud of our employees that were able to keep the business running during the COVID period. Some worked from home, some came into the plants. As an essential service, we were able to bring our employees into our plants, but regardless of the circumstances, they operated in a stellar way through a difficult COVID pandemic environment. We're proud of those folks. Thirdly is our access to markets, whether it's domestic markets, whether we're providing grain to the feed trade, to end-use processors, or to international markets. We're able to access them all and bring maximum profitability to our farm customers. Those are the things that set Ontario Grain apart.
To present.
My wife and I bought Whitecrest back in 2002, April 1st, which we're not sure if it's an April Fool's joke or not yet, but so far it's been great. We raised our 2 kids since then on the farm. That was an intention of mine, to be able to have kids growing up on a farm, which I did. I think what sets Whitecrest apart in the agribusiness community is that we're innovating within an industry that has fairly significant innovation. It's definitely the Dutch have, this is all Dutch growing system, but we're innovating past that and going into robotics as far as picking mushrooms robotically, really focused on keeping food costs down. And the next initiative that we're having is working on lowering our energy costs for the farm. So plans for the future is basically, for Whitecrest, is we're looking at recycling basically all of our substrate. We want to take our spent substrate and pyrolyze that, basically turning it into a carbon or a biochar that we can use back in to our peat moss layer to reduce the consumption of peat from the bog. So using all of our byproducts to either create an income stream or to reduce our inputs for the mushroom growing process. And again, keeping food costs down. So we employ 38 people total. In the mushroom growing and the robotics development, we employ 16 engineers right now. Interesting things about mushroom is they grow so fast. We found that mushrooms grow 4.2% an hour, and they double in size in 24 hours. So that's why you'll see mushrooms not on your lawn, and then the next day your lawn's loaded with mushrooms. So don't eat those. You probably can, but just don't do it. I'm Murray Good, and this is Whitecrest mushrooms.
To present the Agribusiness Award, please welcome James Smith from the Western Fair District, and from the London Chamber of Commerce, our President-elect, James Whitaker.
And the award goes to Whitecrest mushrooms.
Accepting the award on behalf of Murray Good and Whitecrest Mushrooms, our BAA Chair, Mr. John Fife Miller.
Man, I always wondered what this would feel like. I got an envelope handed to me when I came in, and it said, "You'll know when you need to open it." So first, before I start, I'd like to congratulate Solio on their nomination and all of the agribusinesses that were nominated this year. I believe this year we had a record number of businesses submit, which has been fantastic. So I'm reading this on behalf of Murray Good and the staff at Whitecrest Mushroom who are unable to be here tonight. If this note is being read, it means Whitecrest is being recognized for the London Business Achievement Award in the sector of agribusiness. Firstly, thank you. It is an honor to have this award accepted on behalf of the entire team at Whitecrest Mushrooms. Whitecrest takes pride in our commitment to innovation and being on the leading edge of the agribusiness sector. We continually strive for excellence in our commitment to food safety, efficiency, and an inclusive workspace. These factors contribute to delivering the highest quality mushrooms to London and beyond. It is an honor to be recognized for our achievements. Whitecrest would also like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for organizing the awards and for their commitment to recognizing business achievement in the community. We would also like to thank the judges for their time and hard work adjudicating this process. Finally, we would like to thank the London community for their support over the years. Without that support of the community, none of this would be possible. Thank you all.
The Corporate Social Responsibility Award recognizes businesses who are creating responsible business practices in an economic, social, and environmentally sustainable manner while making a positive impact in the communities where they live, work, and play. The finalists for this year's award are Libro Credit Union and Old Oak Properties.
Libro Credit Union has been in existence for over 75 years. We have a purpose beyond profit, which is to grow prosperity in southwestern Ontario. We have 36 locations and a full suite of digital services. With our aim to grow prosperity in southwestern Ontario, we really narrowed our focus down to financial resilience, employment, housing, and local food accessibility. So we do also advocate and support for other businesses and organizations to understand what it means to embed a purpose beyond profit. We know that community investment and all of the good things that we're doing for socially and environmentally are certainly important, but think of the amplifying effect we can have if we're encouraging other businesses to also operate in this way. Libro is a certified B Corp, meaning we've joined a global movement to use our business as a force for good. We were named in 2019 as a Best for the World honoree, meaning we were in the top 10 percentile of all B Corps across the globe. One of the things during COVID that Libro was proud to do is we stood by our commitment to invest in our community. So whether events, initiatives were canceled, across all of our regions, we kept up with our community investment and invested $1.3 million last year back into the communities that we serve. We're working to better understand how climate change will impact our owners and our business, and we're currently undergoing a GHG analysis using Green Economy London, and we're also doing a number of research initiatives to better understand what we can do to support our owners in this transition to a low-carbon economy. We're working to ensure that our workforce is as diverse as the communities that we serve. Interestingly, for the first time in Libro's history, our board chair and vice chair are both females. And when we look at our statistics, 73% of our leadership team are females in those roles as well. Libro staff really are exceptional at bringing our purpose to life every day, and people are always continuing to bring ideas or to make sure that we understand, key things that are happening in the communities. Our staff really feel empowered to be able to bring those stories, to ask, what is Libro's role going to be in this? And we think that that's how we're going to be able to move forward. We can't do everything, we won't be perfect, but how do we really kind of just make sure that we're listening and learning from our staff, from our communities, and what's going on? That's really where I think business can have the biggest driver in creating change for not just Southwestern Ontario, not just London, but globally as well. I'm Liz Arkansas, and this is Libro.
Starting back in 1955, right here in the Forest City, it was founded by my grandfather, Ewald. We are a third-generation family-owned and operated high-rise housing provider, both building and managing properties in London, Ontario. Throughout the last 66 years, we have maintained our commitment to that simple origin story of a man who wanted to help build a better community around him and support his city. Currently, we have almost 3,000 rental units here in London, with many more on the go. This includes affordable housing, it includes energy-efficient buildings, and transit-focused communities in the up-and-coming years. At Old Oak, we think that the most important part of any business is the people that make up the team. We believe that by giving the employees the opportunity to shine, they eagerly accept being exceptional. We recognize that the best ideas and the best ways to show support don't come from the top or management. They actually come from the people that are supporting the causes that they know to be important in their community. That's why we have a Giving Back Committee. It's made up of a variety of employees across all the departments here at Old Oak. We can support corporately many organizations, and we do. However, we think the best thing to do is to align ourselves with our employees. And so we offer them paid days off where they're fully supported to do what they think is best for the community. Here at Old Oak, we like to reference using what we call a growth mindset. And of course, it's like an oak tree. In essence, it's taken from the experiences, both good and bad, and becoming stronger and wiser from them. We cannot say where the future will take us. What we can say is that we're excited to be working with our amazing London community and our Old Oak team to get us where we need to be. By continuing our original goal of helping to build a better community and doubling down on our focus for a sustainable forest city. I am Robert Beerbaum, and this is Old Oak.
To present the Corporate Social Responsibility Award, please welcome Jeff McCown from Canada Life, and representing Bell, Mandy Fields.
And the award goes to Libro Credit Union.
Steve Bolton will be accepting the award on behalf of Libro Credit Union.
Thank you, everyone. It's weird to be up here and not have your script right in front of your screen and somebody not unmuting their phone. So I do want to thank the Chamber for this award. Oh. Thanks, Mandy. I think that's a little clearer, too. It is a chamber mask, so I was trying to promote it. So corporate social responsibility is an important part of what we do at Libro Credit Union, and it does mean a lot to us. I do want to offer our congratulations to the other finalists, and we're honored to be alongside such a strong group of business leaders and community leaders. I do want to single out Old Oak Properties. We're sitting beside them over there. And I want to congratulate you on your commitment to sustainability, diversity, and the environment. It is an honor to be a finalist with you. Yeah, thank you. As we do move forward with this pandemic, it is even more important that companies like all of ours see our role in solving challenges for our region and our communities that are facing. Consumers are demanding that companies lead with their values. And it's not only good for the community and the environment, it's also good for business. So looking around at the companies here tonight, although it's hard to see you with these lights, but I know you're here knowing that you're contributing to make society better based on everything you're doing to make things more prosperous. It's giving us so much optimism, and I dare to say it, and it won't happen in the next couple of years, but we can see a time in the not too distant future where corporate social responsibility category or awards may not be happening because everybody is operating with that mindset. The 700 staff that I support at Libro bring our purpose to life every day, and the award, quite honestly, belongs to every one of them. I do want to thank everyone who does business with us. You drive us forward, you make us more impactful, and quite honestly, we're stronger together. Thank you to everyone here tonight. It's a pleasure. Thank you again.
The Excellence in Human Resources Award recognizes human resources excellence in any company that develops and uses best practices in recruitment, retention, talent management, and community outreach. Our deserving finalists this year are Mobiles and Tribe Medical Group.
So Mobiles was founded in 2013. We're a software development company that builds, markets, and sells digital retail solutions in the automotive space. We support our team in a variety of different ways. We help to maintain a strong organizational culture. We attribute the success of our company to the culture our employees have built. Our employees have continually operated with the unwavering passion to be better, and these two words best describe our culture. We also support by hiring the right people. The HR team works hard to find candidates who will be a great cultural addition to our team. All employees are encouraged to leverage the talented people in their network and to submit referrals directly to our HR team. If the referral is hired, the referral employee is rewarded with a $1,000 bonus. Whenever possible, we promote from within. In 2020, we promoted 25% of our employees across the organization. This speaks to our ability to foster growth, value our team members, and develop their skills and experiences. Our HR department is currently working on the implementation of a career pathing tool, which integrates with our existing performance management system. There are several ways that we enhance the employee experience at Mobiles. Through work-life balance, we trust that employees will get their work done. This is why Mobiles employees are able to flex their workdays as needed. Beyond flexible working hours, for the summer months, we reduced our working hours and introduced a 4-day work week. Since moving to a permanent remote-first work environment, we have expanded our talent pool, hiring candidates across Canada. We actively encourage all Mobiles employees to volunteer their time in various community events. We are also very involved with our local colleges and universities and try to offer as many opportunities to students in either the way of internships and co-ops or the hiring of recent graduates. I'm Robin Manili, and this is Mobiles.
So Tribe has been around since 2006. We sell orthopedic medical supplies to hospitals across Canada. Our warehouse is here in London, so everything is shipped from here in London to over 700 hospitals from coast to coast. Strategically, we have grown anywhere from 10 to 20% every year since we have started, and that requires being prepared for that growth, being prepared to support the surgeons in the operating rooms across Canada. So the biggest strategic initiative we've had year after year has been recruitment and creating a pipeline, ensuring the intensive training that we provide anywhere from 6 to 9 months for anybody we hire is done in time to be prepared for that growth and be prepared for those surgeons who need us to support them in the operating room. One of the biggest successes we have had is asking the employees what they would like to stay here. And so we have what's called a President's Circle, where we'll pick a topic, whether it's compensation, the peripheral benefits, hours of work, training initiatives, and we have what's called a fireside chat. We'll discuss, what is it you are looking for? What are you missing? What would you like to see more of? We took some of that feedback, incorporated it into a fantastic program that we have now, and we saw a massive decline in our turnover rate shortly after we implemented that. One of the most recent changes we made was we implemented an immigration support policy. Here in London, in the head office, we have a lot of people new to Canada working for us who go from having the temporary work permit to wanting to apply for permanent residency. As one can imagine, that takes time and money, and so we have a program where we will support them a percentage of the way based on their salary and provide them with additional financial support so they can go through and become permanent citizens and hopefully stay with us forever. So we have a number of different initiatives to support employees on various boards or even recreational things that they do. We have a policy that provides financial support each year to an employee, whether they want to take a course, play a sport, something fun, so not with any respect to their job. In addition, we align with Western and Fanshawe quite often to take courses, provide things like Excel training to our team here. We use it extensively so we can keep upping everybody's skills. And again, supporting the local education institutions, then we'll do what we can to tie that in. I'm Kelly Stewart, and this is Tribe Medical Group.
To present the Excellence in Human Resources Award, please welcome from Human Resource Professionals Association of London and District, Vanessa Newcomb, and our BAA Chair, John Fife Miller.
And the award goes to Tribe Medical Group.
Kelly Stewart will be accepting the award on behalf of Tribe Medical Group.
Wow, thank you. Congratulations to Mobiles. It was great to get to know you a little bit more throughout this process. Thank you to the Chamber and to the judges that we got to spend some time with back in June to share our story. Thank you to our owner, Chris Johnson, who is joining us remotely tonight from out of province. Chris's passion for excellence in human resources, especially in the last year, has been inspiring to everybody that works for him. Thank you mostly to the team at Tribe. This award is for them. They come to work every single day to positively impact a patient somewhere across Canada orthopedically. And without their dedication, there's really no need for us to have human resource excellence. So we come to work every single day in order to make things better for them and look forward to a great future. Thank you.
The Environmental Leadership Award recognizes businesses whose policies, programs, and actions enhance or protect the environment while meeting their clients' demands. We are proud to present our finalists: Convertus Group, and Sifton Properties.
So Convertus was created in 2019, where we merged our Dutch engineering experience with our operating facilities here in Canada. Today we process more than 300,000 tons of organic waste dating back to 2008, and we've built over 115 of these facilities worldwide. So our mission at Convertus is to close the loop for a better future. And what that means is we partner with municipalities to implement green bin programs that divert organic waste from landfills. So organic food and yard waste in landfills is the #2 generator of greenhouse gas emissions next to livestock. So by having us divert that waste to our facilities where we convert it into renewable natural gas or compost, we're able to provide significant reductions in the carbon footprint for local municipalities. So we actually produce renewable natural gas. So some of our facilities are actually negative carbon footprints, which means we produce more energy than we actually use. And then within our operations itself, we really focus on the equipment we use and how we use it to really reduce the amount of energy we use. For example, we use Volvo loaders across our entire fleet. Even though they're more expensive, they have a better fuel efficiency and better economies than any of the other units on the market. We're a global business, so we have facilities across Canada and we build them throughout the world. We do tend to travel a lot, but since COVID, it's really shown us we can accomplish more than we ever thought without traveling. So we've implemented new travel policies around only traveling when necessary, using the new tools that are available in the market to communicate electronically. And a number of our employees are working from home, which also helps with reducing emissions related to commuting. So our facilities are designed with advanced odor abatement, which allows us to build them near large municipal dense populations. And so by allowing these customers to deliver the waste directly to us via curbside vehicles, it reduces the emissions and the energy of driving at hundreds of kilometers outside the city to some of our competitors who have lower tech outdoor composting facilities. And then the compost that we do produce, we typically partner with either local landscaping firms or local farmers to move that material within a 50-kilometer radius. And we often will reduce our price to work with local farmers versus driving it further away to reduce that carbon impact of our product. Yeah, so the provinces of Canada have really lofty goals for landfill diversion of organics in the future, so we're really looking forward to partnering with some future municipalities to build new facilities and increase those diversion rates. And particularly London, as they roll out their green bin program, we're really looking forward to utilizing our London facility to help them with a local solution to their landfill diversion needs. My name is Jamie Jongsma, and this is Convertus.
Sifton Properties has been around since 1923. I'm a third-generation member of the family. One London Place is over 20 years old, and ironically, it is still the most environmentally friendly building in London and actually most of southwestern Ontario for office buildings. That's because back 20 years ago, we developed a building that was as environmentally friendly as we could find. Sifton's is known for being the first to do things differently. We strive to build our products the right way with our customers and our environment in mind. It's one thing to look at West 5 and to say, okay, let's put some solar on some buildings. We go a little bit further than that, because if you just put the solar on, you haven't really saved any energy. You've just continued to use the same amount of energy. We've redeveloped all of our buildings so that we're actually using less energy. Because we have a tighter building, we have a better building. And that means that if you're starting to use less energy, then you don't need as much solar on the buildings to become a net zero community. And that's what West 5 is all about. Net zero is where you are producing as much energy as you plan on consuming. We're a landlord in southwestern Ontario, and surprisingly enough, we're a landlord not only to humans, but also to bees. We have just under 1 million bees in our inventory. Helio is Canada's most energy efficient apartment building. It's 77% more efficient than a traditional high-rise. If we could all build high-rises that are 77% more efficient, you can imagine how much more energy we would be saving. All of our new homes exceed Energy Star standards, which means that we are already leading in opportunities to provide our customers with a better home. I'm Richard Sifton, and this is Sifton Properties.
To present the Environmental Leadership Award, please welcome from McCabe Promotional, Alexandra Webb, and from MNP, Chris Dowding.
And the award goes to Sifton Properties.
Rick Goyers will be accepting the award on behalf of Sifton Properties.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to thank the Chamber and its judges for this wonderful recognition. We're very proud to be able to receive an award as such. My congratulations also go to the Convertis Group for being named a finalist in this category as well, and for the great work that you're doing to help reduce the impact on our environment. Our congratulations also go out to all of the finalists and winners this evening for their tremendous contribution to our business community. As Richard mentioned in the video, we are a 98-year young company that's had sustainability and the environment in the forefront for many years. In the 70s, we built the first solar home in London, dabbling in renewable energies, knowing that the energy crisis was upon us. Fast forward today, and we're in the midst of building West 5, as shown in the video, the first master plan community in Canada that will be powered by the sun. When complete, West 5 will have 2,000 residential units, about 250,000 square feet of retail space, and 100,000 square feet of office, all within a walkable, sustainable community where people can live, work, and play. Not only will the technologies implemented at West 5 reduce our overall carbon footprint and greenhouse gas emissions, but the learnings that we have obtained will also allow us to green our existing portfolio with a variety of improvements that will continue to point us in the direction for similar results. In closing, I would like to thank all of our employees. Without their support and their dedication, awards like this are not possible. I'd also like to extend a thank you to our extended team, our sub-consultants, architects, who also help us implement some of these challenging solutions in order for us to obtain our goals and leave a lasting imprint on the environment for generations to come. So thank you.
The Innovation Award recognizes excellence in businesses that have breakthrough achievements in research and development, technology, and infrastructure, as well as product and service development and design. Our finalists are OCI Vacuum Microengineering and PSD Citywide.
So I founded OCI Vacuum Microengineering in 1990. The main driving motivation to start this company was to take the advantage of the potential market with this technique. Those techniques are low energy electron diffraction and also electron spectroscopy. The first customers we have were in Canada, Toronto University, Western University and University of Guelph. Right now we are worldwide leader in manufacturing of this instrument, and we have a contract with European company that is distributing this product globally. OCI employs right now 16 engineers and scientists with a strong technical background. Using this product, OCI is supporting global materials research laboratories with innovative technology that are targeting state-of-the-art development in very critical areas such as quantum computing, solar energy harvesting, energy storage, and medical devices. OCI recent R&D activity is focused on lithium-ion batteries. Our system solution for testing battery electrodes was recognized by a Defense Innovation Award in 2020 by US-based TechConnect organization. This product is also pre-qualified by Innovative Solution Canada for testing stream in 2021. In 2020, OCI also received a Phase 1 contract from Innovative Solution Canada funded by Global Affairs Canada. This contract is for development of high-efficiency energy-producing window solar shutters that implement solar cells technology used by NASA and space satellites. This contract allows us also to continue development of our own design of high-efficiency solar cells based on capturing infrared part of the solar spectrum. I am Joseph Osiepa, and this is OCI Vacuum Microengineering.
PST Citywide, we do offer both software and consulting services to the public sector, so local governments, cities, towns, municipalities. Really focused on asset management, financial management, permitting, budgeting across the board. So providing is both consulting, both the software, and continuing to grow. We have about 500 cities that we work with across Canada, and about a staff of about 100 that's supporting that. Innovation-wise, we keep pushing the boundary. We're developing very quickly. About 40 to 50% of our staff is focused on R&D. Every week we are pushing new updates to our software. We get feedback from our clients every day, and we try to incorporate that and build that out. So whether it's maintenance management, so their day-to-day operations, running that, permitting, budgeting, asset management, mapping everything, we have kind of everything across the board as an enterprise software. Last year we hired 20, I think, net new staff. Already this year in 2021 we've hired 11 with an additional 15 planned. So continuing to support the economy here locally in London. We just hit our 100 mark for staff, which is great. And then internally we try to do Backpack for Kids, Habitat for Humanity, the Big Bike Ride, really anything we can. Been a little bit different over the last year, so we try to do as much as possible just put through donations. We allow our staff to pick and choose what are meaningful as far as different associations where we can donate money, and just keep pushing and trying to do as much as possible for the local economy. I'm Matt Daw, and this is PST Citywide.
To present the Innovation Award, please welcome Vinay Sharma from London Hydro and Peter McMahon from StarTech.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If Jerry was still running the show, I'd crack a joke at this time. And the winner is PST Citywide.
Matt Daw will be accepting the award on behalf of PSD Citywide.
Thank you, everyone, and this is really, really exciting. I would like to thank the board and the judges for putting on an excellent show tonight, as well as the other nominees in the category, including OCI. This is a recognition for our team. We have an incredible team that is developing software specifically for cities to help move them forward, innovate, do their jobs easier, and make it a better place for everybody to live, work, take your kids to the rink. We help manage and make sure all of that works well. So outside of that, we have an incredible team. This is for them. I'm up accepting that for the 100 staff that make this possible. And thank you. Enjoy your evening.
New this year, the Manufacturer Award recognizes local companies whose business achievements, investment, and growth have made an outstanding contribution to the London community. Our finalists in this category are Equals Brewing and General Dynamics Land Systems Canada.
Equals Brewing Company was founded in 2018, and what we do is we're a contract manufacturing operation for the craft brewing industry. That's really how we started out. We innovate around beer, non-alcoholic beer, cider, ready-to-drink spirits-based beverages, and malt-based RTD. From the outset, a small business growing quickly can't do it without a great team. It's not one person, it's not two people. It's everybody, every day, doing what they can to make the business a success. From the first year where we're adding, one person or two people across the summer was a big deal. We're now up to 60 team members, and each and every person is playing a critical role. And then March 2020 hit, and there was a big question mark around, who was going to need production and what the pandemic was bringing to the entire industry. So we made the decision to actually launch one of our own products to kind of take some of our future into our own hands. So we launched Bangarang Hard Seltzer. A lot of our brewers, we recruit them from Niagara College, which has a professional brewmaster program. For aspiring brewers, we've created a brewing apprentice program where passionate employees who want to learn the science and art of brewers can get educated while on the job. So Equals is always happy to support charities in London, but there's one charity that is closest to our hearts. One of the co-founders of Equals Brewing, Rick Baker, started the Baker Center for Pancreatic Cancer at LHSC after being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer at age 52. After Rick's passing in 2020, Equals Brewing created a beer in tribute to Rick. We called it Shake Lager, and with every can of Shake Lager or pint that is purchased, Equals Brewery is going to make a 20-cent donation to the Baker Center for Pancreatic Cancer Research at LHSC. I'm Justin McKellar, and this is Equals Brewing.
So here at GDLS Canada, we manufacture light armored vehicles, or LAVs, for the Canadian Army and our allies around the world. Our manufacturing roots go back to the 1970s when we were the diesel division of General Motors. And back in those days, we manufactured large diesel locomotives, transit buses, and the massive Terex earth mover. We entered the defense market in about 1970 with a contract to supply armored vehicles for the Canadian Army, and soon took on a number of export contracts, including a large contract for the U.S. Marine Corps in the 1980s. So there's lots of great manufacturing companies here in London, Ontario, but I think there's a couple of things that makes GDLS Canada unique. First, we don't only manufacture vehicles, but we design vehicles. In other words, we take a vehicle from its concept on paper, designed by our engineers, manufacture the vehicle, deliver it to the Canadian Army, and then sustain the vehicle through its 30 or 40-year-long lifespan. So I think that's the first thing that makes us special. The second thing that I think makes GDLS Canada special is the number of jobs and the types of jobs we create here in London. We have about 1,700 jobs at our facility. Our mission for every employee from the top down is to ensure that the Canadian soldier has the absolutely best product to keep him or her safe as they're out in the field protecting Canada. When I started this job about 15 years ago, we were in the middle of the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, and we would receive letters on a regular basis, either from soldiers or their parents, letting us know that their son or daughter had been in a roadside bomb, but that our vehicle had saved their lives. And so I think every employee here at GDLS Canada is aware of the important role that we play in keeping our soldiers safe. But we really do focus on our responsibility and commitment here in London. And we have a number of pillars in which we focus our community involvement. The first is military, supporting veterans and their families. The second is our local community. And we're a very major sponsor, not just as a company, but as individual employees with the United Way and other local community service providers. Third, we like to focus on future leaders, whether it's in STEM jobs or manufacturing jobs. I'm Jason Monahan, and this is General Dynamics Land Systems Canada.
To present the Manufacturer Award, please welcome to the podium Beth Nelligan from Scotiabank and Vijay Lakshmikanthan from Starlim.
And the award goes to General Dynamics Land Systems Canada.
Jason Monahan will be accepting the award on behalf of General Dynamic Land System Canada.
Good evening. I'll admit I'm quite surprised. First and foremost, a shout out to Equals Brewery. At last count, my colleague Dan Bonsteel had 5 open cans of Shake Lager on the table, which is a testament to how great your beers are. So look, I'm really excited to be here, not because of what it represents for the company or what it represents for the leadership team, but really what it represents for our 1,700 employees here in London, Ontario. You know, throughout the COVID pandemic, our manufacturing employees have come into the factory day after day to build these vehicles for the Canadian Armed Forces. And there really is a sense of pride amongst every employee for the important work they do. And so I'm so grateful to the Chamber for recognizing our employee population. And you know, we've been a member of the London community since 1976, a great place to call home, and I'm grateful to all of you. So thank you and have a great evening.
The Business of the Year Award acknowledges and celebrates high achievement in London's business community. This award is presented to private sector companies whose business achievements have made an outstanding contribution to the London community. Our 4 exceptional finalists for this year's Small Business Award are Grace Restaurant, Orca Intelligence, The Branding Firm, and the Whole Grain Hearth Bakery.
Well, we opened in May 2019. We're a small family-run business that is a farm-to-table, hyper-seasonal fine dining restaurant. We recently also opened a secondary little location next door where we serve coffee, we're a wine bar, and a small grocery store in the downtown, which basically evolved out of COVID. We started doing a pantry and a bottle shop here in store, and we just thought we don't have room for it anymore. We have an amazing staff. We have a lot of professional people who make this their career and really care about our customer base, really care about the relationships we have with farmers and purveyors, and are passionate about what they do. Being able to deal with the different pivots during the pandemic has been our main achievement so far. We knew we had to adapt, and I started Grace Pantry on March 30th, which was 2 weeks to the day after we closed down the restaurant for COVID. And that became really successful. We did prepared foods and home delivery as well as curbside pickup for pantry staples. And as soon as we were allowed to, we added our excellent selection of wine and craft beers to that. We have done a number of dinners where proceeds from the dinner go to various organizations. So we did a dinner for the Unity Project. We did a drink called the Tom Selleck, and we gave proceeds to Movember. We chose downtown for a reason. We love it down here. We want it to be vibrant. It's the core of our city. It's the core of our culture as a city. So we just we try to do as much supporting in that regard as we can. There's more plans for the future, but since we just opened the bodega next door, I'm told I have to slow down a little bit. I'm Angela Murphy, and this is Grace Restaurant.
Orca was started in 2016, and we are a premier freight audit and analytics provider to shippers located in North America. Originally, we had focused mostly on the Canadian market, but as of recently, we've expanded into the US and have experienced substantial growth as a result. Companies such as 3M, Rogers, the Toronto Blue Jays, and Saputo rely on Orca's audit and analytics solution to help them build a more efficient supply chain. We're a team of 7 employees, and we're going through a current round of hiring to bring our team to 9. One thing that we've always said is that our employees are more important than anything else in this business. It's something that we've grown this business on. We treat employees like family, and to be honest, they treat us like family, and that's something special. Some amazing achievements that we've accomplished over the past year include winning the 3M Global Logistics Partner of the Year award. Also in the past year, we were named as one of North America's top 10 freight audit providers. You know, this young company of 5 years old is really going up against competitors that have been in the industry for 30 plus years. And to be identified as a top 10 option in the industry is, again, something we are incredibly proud of. This is actually our 3rd time winning the award. So for 3 years running, you know, we've really just been a top provider in North America. Orca has always made community involvement at the top of our priority list. You know, from day one, we had contributed a portion of our revenues every year to a firm called Capitalize for Kids. Recently, we've partnered with the Rotman School of Business and the Atmospheric Fund for a green initiative whereby we would work with our clients to offset their carbon emissions directly as a result of their freight network. Orca supports its employees by offering training programs, educational seminars, and other opportunities to improve their skill set, not only in regards to their role at Orca, but really to pursue any passions that they have. Orca is in a pivotal stage of its evolution right now as we're growing at incredible rates, and we are introducing our product into the United States really for the first time. It's exciting. We're seeing double-digit growth numbers, sometimes triple-digit growth numbers, quarter to quarter. My name's Matt Rossi, and this is Orca Intelligence, Inc.
So the branding firm is a boutique agency. We are proudly located in Old East Village. These are our new digs. We're celebrating our 5th year anniversary, having been founded in January of 2016. I have a team of 5 of the most amazing, talented people, and we're innovators and creators and brand strategists and brand managers and protectors. I've been told by my amazing team here that you know, the leadership that we have and the culture that's kind of organically cultivated within our organization over the last 5 years is centered around a lot of heart. When I did spend the time to really do the calculations on our kind of philanthropic efforts, if you will, I recognized that we are over 10% donating back to the community in revenue. And I was really happy about that. We have been involved with 20 Under 40 Foundation. We participated in One Run this past year and had a blast. We will be helping with Business Cares London, which is near and dear to our hearts. By serving as a brand partner to our clients, we have also had some incredible impact within our client ecosystem. Some of our clients, we've been able to connect them. Their services were complementary, or they were able to really work together on a certain project, so we've been able to be a conduit for connection, and that's something that has helped all of us kind of grow and prosper. Having the new space set up, coming back into our office space with having planned and done some real strategic work internally, which we do for our clients, but oftentimes you have to stop and you have to say, okay, now we got to do this for us. The future at the branding firm is looking really bright at the moment. We're so thrilled to be back in our space. We haven't spent a lot of time here since we moved in February 2020, but we're back now. We're looking forward to kind of post-pandemic recovery, utilizing our photography studio, utilizing the space, and offering some different services to our clients. I'm Courtney Hance, and this is the branding firm.
Basically, we're a whole grain bakery. We focus on freshly milled organic whole grains and 100% natural sourdough bread. We started the bakery about 4 years ago, and at the start of the pandemic, we transitioned to an online model, and it's gone pretty well for us, obviously, since. We mill all our whole grain flours fresh. We only use organic flours, and we're doing a natural sourdough. We do quite a bit of charity work. Any leftovers on Saturday, bread especially, we always donate every week to the Men's Mission. We also work very closely with Growing Chefs. Every year we do about 600 to 700 cookies for Jordan's Run. And that has been an amazing event. We've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars in the 3 years that we've been doing that with them. So we're super proud of that. We compost anything we can with Urban Roots here in town. We get all our eggs from McIntosh Farms in Stratford. We're using vegetable and fruit from local farms. We try to support as many local businesses as we can. Here we try to really nurture our staff. So the good thing was during the pandemic, we didn't have to lay anyone off. We actually expanded our team from about 4 or 5 to 9 employees right now. Everyone makes above $16 an hour. We're really kind of, as a goal long term, is we really look up to what Anderson did with their staff and offering a living wage up to 18, and that's a goal for us for the future, for sure. We're hoping to move into a bigger space where we can have a cafe and a larger production space so we can bring even more bread and treats to the city. I'm Richard Plotchek, and this is the Whole Grain Hearth Bakery.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the Small Business Award, please welcome to the podium Lynn Livingston from the City of London, and from the London Chamber of Commerce, our President, Ian Jeffries.
And the award goes to Orca Intelligence.
Matt Grossi will be accepting the award on behalf of Orca Intelligence.
Wow. I feel like I won the Stanley Cup. This is amazing. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child. And in a lot of ways, I think that holds true with small business. And today and every day, I'm grateful that our village is London. The mentors, the advisors, the business or the organizations supporting business, so many, like the Morissette Accelerator, LEDC, like you helped shape this business into what it is today, so thank you for that. To our employees, the Orcanauts we call them, this belongs to you. I mean, you built this company into something that's so amazing, and you've helped me realize my dreams. So thank you. To our family and friends who are watching tonight, your love and support, I don't know where I'd be without you. And lastly, to the businesses that are here tonight, congratulations, an amazing year. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Our deserving finalists in the Medium Business of the Year category are Anderson Craft Ales, Carmina de Young, Donaldson Heating and Air Conditioning, and Waste Solutions Canada.
So Anderson Craft Ales is a family-owned and operated microbrewery based out of London, Ontario. And we opened in August of 2016, and we've been serving the local area since then. When we opened in 2016, we had 3 employees. It was myself and 2 other fellows that are still with us. And since then, we've grown to, we have 19 employees right now. Our brewery has received a lot of recognition with formal brewing awards. That's one of our greatest achievements. We have won, I believe, over 5 national awards and 1 international award and several provincial awards too. So these are the beers that we brew in-house that are judged by an independent panel across Canada and internationally, and just shows that we put a strong emphasis on the quality and craftsmanship of our products. We've quadrupled our beer output in the last 5 years, and we still see a strong demand now, so we expect to continue to try and serve the local market and send it to the rest of Ontario if we can. So community involvement has always been a strong part of our business. It's something that we really focus on. We do that in a variety of ways, between charity drives. So every Thursday at the brewery we have a $1 from every glass of beer sold that's given to a community chosen charity. We've sponsored the MS Bike Ride team several years in a row. We've done fundraisers for both local and international communities. We've also been a center for a lot of community-focused fundraisers like food drives and the Shoebox Project and drop-offs. And to date, we've raised over $70,000 for various charitable organizations. We've always had a strong commitment to our staff as well. So we have a lot of employees that are still here since the day we opened. And we recently became a certified living wage employer. So I think we're the first brewery in southwestern Ontario to achieve that, and hopefully more will follow. I'm Gavin Anderson, and this is Anderson Craft Ales.
Our company started in 2015. I started making women's clothing, and I created a clothing line with my name. And because of the pandemic, we canceled all of our store orders were canceled, and then we had to immediately think, what are we going to do? And obviously, there was a need for the PPE.
I think we identified in the spring of 2020 that Canada wasn't producing its own PPE, and it had a lot of challenges accessing PPE from global sources for our own healthcare workers and to keep them safe. And so we really believe that Canada needs a domestic manufacturer, and so we, along with other manufacturers, are creating an industry here in Canada to be able to make PPE, and our vision is to do that sustainably. We wanted to be able to reclaim and recycle hospital PPE and textile waste. And so we created an alliance with some other companies that allowed us to reclaim and recycle medical textiles and PPE waste. And then that will allow us to then have a full circular economy and a self-sustaining value chain where we sell our gowns locally and regionally, and then those same gowns get recycled, makes new textiles, make new gowns, and the whole circular economy comes to life.
One of our top achievements is the creation of jobs. Especially in pandemic times, I think this is a great accomplishment because we were able to grow the company from 8 employees we grow to close to 50 employees. And we have 2 shifts running, and we are still hiring people at this point. I'm Carmina Young, and this is Carmina de Young Fashion Design, Inc.
We are a local family-owned and operated HVAC company. We specialize in residential HVAC repair and replacement. We started 8 years ago, just Jamie in a truck. He was doing all of the sales, the repairs, the installs, all of it all on his own. In the last 8 years, we've grown to be 35 people, 25 trucks on the road, and we are now the largest HVAC company in London for residential repair. We have our True Care protection, we have our home care plans, and these are plans that are 15-year extended warranty, full system coverage, we'll take care of it guarantees, so that people never have to worry about the system that we've installed. Our service first mentality is about taking care of people, and we really focus all of the services we provide on making sure that we provide what is best for the client. We have plans to expand the company into more trades than just HVAC. We have plans to expand outside of just the London area. I am born and raised in London. My family has been here for many generations, and the only reason that our company is where it is today is because we've been supported by the London community. So our goal has always been to give back to the community as much as we can. We are heavily involved with our local Children's Health Foundation, as well as Youth Opportunities Unlimited. We've partnered with them a number of times. And then the other thing we have is our SMILE program, which is offering HVAC services, so the things that we do day to day, to people that we come across in the community who really need that service and perhaps don't have the means or the ability to pay for it. It's up to our technicians to find those people, bring them to our attention, and we can offer them a service or a repair or replacement, whatever it is, that they perhaps wouldn't be able to otherwise. I am Anna Donaldson, and this is Donaldson Heating and Air Conditioning.
Waste Solutions Canada is often confused as a waste hauling company, when in fact we don't own any landfills, hauling trucks, or recycling facilities. Rather, we're a technology-enabled management company. We use ultrasonic and AI sensors in the field to remotely monitor waste activities at our client sites. Combine this with a robust software platform and national buying power, we can save our clients money while improving on sustainability. Our company has offices in London, Ontario, Calgary, Alberta, and Orlando, Florida. We've recently been listed to the Maclean's and Globe and Mail fastest growing company list in Canada. Although these achievements for growth have been exceptional, we're most proud of our most recent achievement, which is the Great Place to Work certification in Canada. We're incredibly proud of this because of our investment in our people and culture, which are very important to the growth of our company, and speaks to why Waste Solutions is an awesome place to work. We also support the Western MES program, the internship program, and continue to hire out of that program every summer, and have done that for the last 3 to 4 years. We're fortunate to have our head office here in London, Ontario, and as such our team loves to support the local community. We have done various different functions or initiatives. Some of these include planting trees for Reforest London, picking up trash in local parks for Earth Day, as well as supporting our local food bank as a company. As it relates to technology, this is where we're investing heavily. And we truly feel that we're doing our part to change the game in the waste and recycling industry because of that. The waste industry is an antiquated one, slow moving and hasn't changed in a lot of years. But our investment in tech, in sensors, and software platforms for our clients to better manage their waste and recycling costs, improve landfill diversion, and get better data for their sustainability reporting is what we feel is changing the game. We're super proud of where we started here in London, Ontario, and still have a core set of customers and clients that we support in this area. These are some of the customers that we started with on day one and have supported Waste Solutions since that time. I'm Jason Wilcox. This is Waste Solutions Canada.
To present the Medium Business Award, please welcome to the podium David Lyons from Learners LLP and Tim Cox from PwC.
And the award goes to Waste Solutions Canada.
Jason Wilcox will be accepting the award on behalf of Waste Solutions Canada.
Thank you, and good evening. We came in tonight with really no expectations, but I'm not gonna lie, I put together some just in case notes. So just in case we got the nod, here I go. It's an honor and a privilege to be up here to accept this award on behalf of the team at Waste Solutions. I first want to congratulate the other finalists and all the nominees tonight that are in the room. It's amazing year over year to come to this event and see the quality of business that is happening right here in London, Ontario. This is something I think we can all be proud of. The last year has been a challenge for all of us, and I can't commend our team enough for their ability to pivot and continue to drive forward with our growth strategy during these times. We've been able to double our size in the last 2 years, including a significant investment into both people and technology here in London to support our local business and to support our clients throughout North America. Our investment in technology and sustainability really has been our catalyst. Our goal is to truly change the waste management game, and we feel that we're doing our part to do so. Disruption of the industry, so to speak, but it's that investment that's helping this to change an antiquated industry that hasn't really done much in the last 50 years. And as much as our growth has been great and we're proud of these accomplishments, as I mentioned in the video, probably the biggest feather in our cap is our recent certification as a great place to work in Canada. And this is something that me and the team are really proud of and can commend our culture for that. I do want to say thanks to the team that joined us tonight. Jason, Sean, you guys are awesome. Thank you for your support and efforts in helping to grow Waste Solutions. And a special thanks to the people that support me in this journey. My business partner here, Shane Curtis, and my wife who's with us tonight, Nakia. We really do thank you for all the recognition. It's truly an honor.
Good evening. This is our third time to this dance, and when we weren't successful the first time, we talked to the other unsuccessful candidate, and they said, you know what, this is our second time losing, and our video's now been shown in front of almost 1,000 people twice, so we'll continue to lose, and it's going to be a benefit. So what this has done is really motivate us to get to the large category, and we're happy to do that in the City of London because it's a great place to invest. A quick chamber piece. I'm the past president and the policy chair of the Tilsmer Chamber, and Jerry McCartney was my mentor for many years, and I followed him around Canada for 12 years. And my favorite Jerryism was when he got to the podium, he never said Jerry McCartney, he said McCartney from London. So Graham, you're going to have to drop the Graham. It's now going to be Henderson from London. Thank you.
The Large Business of the Year Award finalists are Alimentive Incorporated, Callan Dietz Incorporated Ontario Land Surveyors, LBMX, and Select Path Benefits and Financial.
Alimentiv is a contract research organization that provides services to the pharmaceutical industry. Our niche is the gastrointestinal disorders, diseases such as Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and other diseases in liver and areas of the upper gastrointestinal tract. We're best known as the pioneers of central image management. We provide support services for clinical trials to capture colonoscopy videos, and we have a worldwide network of experts that help evaluate those colonoscopy videos to assess the extent of disease that patients have coming into a study and how much improvement they see at the outcome of the study. And so nobody does this better than us, we don't think, in the world, and this is really what we're best known for. We have a fantastic history that dates back to the mid-'80s, beginning with Western University. Our organization has always followed the science, and that continues to be our emphasis going into the future. The organization, just in the past 3 years, has grown from a little over 200 people to now more than 400 people, and we continue to see growth of somewhere between 15 and 25% per year heading into the future. This past year, we were excited to start our second company, a specialized laboratory in California, which will help our company here, headquartered in London, Ontario, to continue to grow. We also acquired a company in Toronto with specialized services in statistics and data sciences, and we're quite excited about adding those companies to the family of Alimentiv companies. We are proudly a Canadian company headquartered here in London, Ontario. We've had the opportunity to have involvement with Employ, getting involved with helping newcomers to Canada to find jobs. And we've been fortunate to hire many of those people here in our organization. We're connected with the Canadian Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, involved in the Gutsy Walk each year here in Canada, and a number of other initiatives, specifically around the holidays, getting involved with shelters and other areas, other community organizations in need in the city that we can support, and our employees love to get engaged, and we're happy to support that. I'm Jeff Smith, and this is Alimentiv.
Callan Dietz started in 1967. We've grown from 7 people to 100 plus in 2021. We've recently started a new sub-business doing subsurface utility engineering, which is essentially mapping underground utilities, same as we do with above ground features. We utilize drones, GPS, total stations, LiDAR scanners, and incorporate all that data into homogeneous data sets to help our customers. We've created a culvert crawler to map the inside of culverts. So London is our head office. We have offices in North Bay, Ottawa, and Oshawa. We're one of 2 survey firms in the province that have a safety program that meets the core standard. Years ago, we had a hard time finding trained staff, so we made a commitment to prepare a training program to help bring people along. We do a matching RSP program. The students weren't taking advantage of it because they had student debt. So we started a program where if they pay down their student debt, we will make the matching RSP contribution for them. About a third of our staff are Fanshawe graduates. There's 2 or 3 university programs that we support. So we're creating opportunities for people to start their careers. We do a pretty good job once we get a person. We are very good at keeping them. I've got a couple guys that are at 32 and 33 years. They've seen us through a lot. I was born and raised in London. We've always supported the hospitals. Unity Project is a big draw for us. Fanshawe College, we do a couple of bursaries with every year just to support the training that the students receive. I'm Terry Dietz, and this is Callan Dietz, Ontario Land Surveyors.
We started this business in 2001, so this year is our 20th year. And we really are a global company. More than 80% of our revenue is from outside Canada, from the US, from the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. Our biggest accomplishment this year during COVID was helping our customers cope. Our marketplace solution allowed them to continue to order products from their commercial vendors during the COVID pandemic. Our group marketplaces grew tremendously. We're now doing over $22 billion in transactions annually. In addition, we started a brand new marketplace in the United States. It's focused on the HVAC industry. It started this year, and it's on track to do $1 billion. And lastly, we launched a new product in the UK called a PIM product. It's Product Information Management, and allows suppliers to provide product information to their independent business customers. We're successful because of our people. Now, we're a technology company, so our only asset really is our people. And we've got great people. They do the right thing for the business, the right thing for our customers, and most importantly, the right thing for each other. Now, to support our employees, we've put in a number of really great programs. A group RSP, full salary during maternity leave, financial assistance for continuing education. At the 10-year mark, our employees get a Shinola watch. And most importantly, they believe in what they do, they enjoy what they do, and they have fun. One of the reasons we believe in independent business is they give back to the community, and we try to emulate them. So what we do is we have an award, a $5,000 scholarship award to a Fanshawe student in the Computer Programming Analyst program. We were supporters of the Faces of Gratitude program, which is a program to recognize frontline workers during the COVID pandemic. We're supporters of local charity like the London Food Bank, Habitat for Humanity, Lifespin, and FEMAP, which is a program of London Health Sciences Centre. And we even sponsor the London Knights under-15 AA hockey team. I'm Greg Dinsdale, and this is LBMX.
You know, starting as a sole proprietor, one person, Select Path has grown exponentially. And most recently, we've grown the organization to include sites in St. John, Halifax, Toronto, in addition to our London and Sarnia offices. And we now currently boast a workforce of approximately 100 employees. We help individuals and organizations secure and support whatever needs that they have. And so over the years, we've been known for a planning first approach, which really ensures that individuals and organizations have an end destination in mind, and we help guide them on the journey. We're really evolving the business to add services and capabilities that meet the needs of these, our target audience, which is that small to medium entrepreneurial business. Really, where we're going will come because of some of the investments we've made, like technology stack that rival global companies. The investment in people. Our education program is second to none, and we host the most credentialed advisor group in the region. The environment, the community, that's a cornerstone of what we live by. And so we're currently on the final stages of becoming a B Corporation. And so this is a community of businesses that are using business to support initiatives around the community, around environmental, social, economic diversity. And I think that really will show what we've always lived by as an organization. And really, we enjoy success, and we feel like there's an obligation for us to give back to the community and support the communities in which we operate. I'm Gord Hart, and this is Select Path.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our principal sponsor from RBC Royal Bank, Linda Slitz, and from the London Chamber of Commerce, our President-elect, James Whittaker.
And the award goes to LBMX Inc.
Greg Dinsdale will be accepting the award on behalf of LBMX.
Well, I think I want to start. It's very blinding up here. But I want to start by saying what an inspiring story that was about Orca. I mean, that's what business is all about. Those guys developing that business. I mean, it's so inspiring. So I'd like to give them a round of applause because I was inspired by that story. Awesome. My mother told me today that I really needed to wear a tuxedo. And she's 96 years old, so I thought she must know something. So obviously I did the right thing. We are very humbled and honored to win this award. This is a great achievement. My bank manager always tells us, you've got no assets. You're a computer company. But our assets are people. And there's a number of them over there. They're a little bit loud and gregarious. But that's why we have this award, and that's why we're successful, because we have brilliant people who work hard at their jobs, and I'm very, very proud of them. Independent business, thank you. As you heard in the video, independent business, that's what we do, that's what we love. And the great thing about independent business, when you think about independence, they're the organizations that probably carry more than their weight in terms of creating economic growth, creating jobs. In fact, I bet lots of us started our first jobs with an independent business. They're also the organizations that, sponsor our local kids' hockey teams, baseball, soccer. And lastly, they're the organizations that those local charities, when they really need that fundraising push, they're the guys and girls that come through. It's fantastic, and that's why we love independent business. So in closing, I'd like to share this award with all of the independent businesses out there, all of the entrepreneurs that take all of these really challenging risks, and all of the employees that support them so well. Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, to wrap up tonight's stellar event, please welcome to the stage the new CEO of London Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Graham Henderson.
My job to sort of wrap things up, and I'll do that by offering my congratulations to all of the winners, all of the nominees. And John, totally right. Absolutely amazing, amazing show tonight. And it is my first one, and I just totally agree with you. It's what I'd heard, and now it's what I've seen with my own eyes. So I really should give a shout out to my staff, Wendy, Kristen, Bonnie, Julia, and Janie, for all of their amazing work. My amazing board, who have been so supportive of me in these first 6 months and everything else, and John and the team at the Business Achievement Awards. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. One of the interesting things for me tonight about this show is how much I learned. You got to remember, I come from the music world, so I'm used to going to the Junos and to all these different awards where you don't exactly learn that much. You get about 30-second sort of blast of music, and then somebody gets an award, and then they speak for half an hour, and then they're played off. So it was with some amazement that I looked at my clock or my watch, and I thought, Jesus, on time. When has that ever happened before? And apparently here all the time, but not so much in the world that I came from. And one of the things that had suddenly dawned on me was, why is this working so well? There's no host. I realized, hosts are just time sucks. They talk and they go on and they go on, and believe me, there was one Junos I was at where the Saturday Night Awards went for 4 hours because one particular host just would not shut up. So we didn't have that problem. Anyway, this was just terrific. Now, a couple of other observations I just wanted to make, and I hope you all take this away tonight. Just how easy it was to get in here with the vaccination passports that we were using. I mean, that was like, come on. I did an interview earlier today on the CBC, and as I was listening to the intro to me, they were listening to the Premier talking about what a divisive issue this was. And so then when I started the interview, I actually took issue with that. I don't think it's that divisive. When someone says it's divisive, you start to think, well, I guess there's, half of the people think this and half of the people think that, and we've got a major issue. And that's not what's happening here at all. We've got an issue where the vast majority, 90%, 80% of the people are aligned. And I think we saw how that worked tonight. And it's a testament to, I think, all of you and the rules that we've got, that it went so well. The last thing I was going to comment on, Mr. Mayor, was your reference to taking care of business. Like, there's no event where music doesn't somehow come up. So taking care of business means your thing was taking care of people. Now, Randy Bachman, who was my client, is kind of very fiercely protective of that copyright. So I'm not sure he'd be totally happy with the rewrite. Just one anecdote about those songs. So I looked after those copyrights for about a year, and that means I licensed them. And I used to get these people calling, it was when I was a young lawyer, and I used to get these people calling up and saying, well, we'd like to license taking care of business for our business. And you'd negotiate with them, and then inevitably it would sort of come to this point where they'd say, yeah, it's just too much money, and so we're going to look elsewhere. And my response was always, good luck with that. What do you mean? Taking care of business? Like, who else sings a song about that? So, and it usually worked. But, it's true, because taking care of business is about taking care of people. And my way of expressing that is that social issues are business issues. And I don't think it can go unnoticed at all or unremarked upon that one nominee after another emphasize their commitment to the community. And I really think that it's the job of the Chamber to reflect our members' commitment to the community. And that's my promise to you that we will do that. So with that, I'll thank everyone, and we'll wrap up for the evening. Good night.